You're going through this divorce. How you doing, Mama?
I'm not gonna lie. It takes every day to just really sit and just be quiet in your thoughts. Take care of me. But one thing I know is, you give God your pain, He will give you His power. Girl, period.
I watched Jeannie Mai's interview on the Sherri show today, and I gotta tell y'all, Jeannie Mai is ready to get her life back, as she should. She's done with Jeezy, as she should. I mean, what type of man files for divorce and not have the respect to give you a heads up? If the reports are true, that's exactly what went down between this couple. For me, he's the type of man you can't trust. If anything, Jeannie Mai dodged that bullet like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. I'm ready to spill the tea on why the former Real co-host is sucking it up and moving on from her soon-to-be ex-husband right after this. Welcome to True Lies Scandals. Have you subscribed to this channel as yet? If so, thank you for your support. Subscribing is free if you wish to join our hundreds and soon-to-be thousands of subscribers who will be a part of this growing community. Back to why we're here. Jeannie Mai appeared on the Sherri show looking simply amazing. Not sad, not downtrodden, not begging for Jeezy to save their marriage, and certainly not portraying herself as a victim. I was like, you go, girl. You're a survivor. I'm rooting for her just like I would my close friend or relative. She's moving on, as she should. And here are the reasons why. Number one, Jeezy humiliated her. Many fans of Jeezy and Jeannie thinks the rapper went about his divorce in a not so mature way. First up, he went ahead and filed for divorce without his wife knowing. This is according to insider sources who spoke to Entertainment Tonight and other mainstream media outlets. According to sources, the TV personality learned about the divorce when it went public last month. Sources close to Jeannie reported that she was utterly devastated and wants to keep her marriage and family together. Y'all, court papers show the rapper filed for divorce since June of 23. Are you saying he didn't inform his wife? I want to think positive here. I want to err on the side of caution and say we got it all wrong from the news people. I want to believe he would not stoop so low. So far, I have not seen any tangible report to contradict what's out there. Now let me ask you this. Do you think this is the right and respectful way to go about a divorce? It don't matter what went down or how much you're in your feelings. To me, that's the least a spouse can do before making such a dramatic and life-changing decision as filing for divorce. Jeannie isn't just his wife, she's the mother of their 1-year-old daughter. What could have possessed Jeezy to choose this course? Was he in his feelings? Was he ego tripping? Is he a narcissist who wants to play dirty? Help me understand what's going on here. Anyways, the next thing Jeannie's soon-to-be ex-husband did was also humiliating. That is provided he was referring to his wife. On the day the divorce was filed, he took to his Instagram and posted a subliminal post. These were his words. Too focused on who I'm becoming to focus on who's not coming with me. Fans of both of the couple interpreted this as Jeezy shading Jeannie Mai and didn't think it was a kind gesture on his part. Here's what I think. Jeezy took the first strike to gain the upper hand and control the narrative. That reminds me of the type of people who threaten to do something after they'd done gone and did it. After the divorce became public, mainstream media reported that Jeannie was trying to save her marriage. And if this is the case, I get it. It's a marriage. They have a young child together. Sometimes you lose your way in a marriage, but it doesn't always mean it has to end up in divorce, right? If she was in fact trying to salvage her marriage, maybe she was willing to make adjustments and compromise to achieve this. However, she cannot do this. She should not do this at the expense of her own mental health and well being. Trying to run after Jeezy and save a marriage with someone who really doesn't give a shit. Assuming the reports are true, he didn't think about her feelings when he filed for divorce without letting her know. Court documents filed by Jeezy stated the two of them were separated, but we're not sure of the timeline. Even if you're separated, your partner may still have hope for reconciliation. In fact, people reconcile and save their marriage all the time. In the court documents, the ground for divorce, Jeezy stated the ground for divorce as the marriage being irretrievably broken and that there is no hope for reconciliation. Right? Jeezy basically saying he's done, he's not willing to work things out. It's over. So far, all Jeezy fans who were saying Jeannie knew what was coming, I disagree. We have to consider that she may not have known he would go all the way. Anyway, considering all of this, Jeannie Mai may as well go ahead and check this off. This public humiliation and embarrassment, check it off as a legit reason to say, boy, bye. Number 2. Reason why Jeannie Mai is moving on from Jeezy as she should. Trust is out the window. This reason leads on from the first reason why she's moving on as she should. If Jeezy is capable of humiliating her on such a global platform, what else is he capable of doing? The answer is she doesn't know. She doesn't know what to expect. I think what he did created a huge loss of trust. For all you know, Jeannie Mai feels betrayed. I would feel betrayed. Would you feel betrayed? Making the divorce filing so public is enough to break the trust and whatever respect might have remained between the couple. It can be very hard for them to come back from this. It can be hard for Jeannie to come back from this and trust Jeezy like she used to. Now, I'm not saying that she's perfect and she didn't do anything wrong. That's not my place. I don't know what went down in the marriage. I'm not privileged to that information. What we're hearing out there is what we're getting from third parties. But there were speculations and rumors and allegations that she had cheated with Mario Lopez, the co-host of Access Hollywood. I went digging for information, but I did not discover any tangible proof or evidence that this is factual. And of course, those rumors died a quick death. Short of real evidence to prove this allegation, I'm not going to go down that road. These are serious allegations to make against someone. So for me, I better have all the facts and the proof before I say anything. Cheating scandal aside, let's focus on the fact that Jeannie Mai, like anyone else, would feel betrayed by their spouse if they made their divorce such a public spectacle. If Jeannie felt humiliated by how Jeezy moved, this is enough to break her trust. This can be difficult for her to overcome and trust him again. Ain't nobody want to be looking over their shoulders or living anxiety, not knowing what to expect from their spouse. That's not healthy in a relationship, okay? It's not healthy, point blank, period, punto final. As a matter of fact, if after he filed for divorce in June this year, he continued to give her the impression that they were good and led her to believe that the marriage was intact, then to me, that's deceptive. and deception is grounds to stop trusting somebody, okay? If they agree to work out their marriage, she could forgive him. She could try to put this aside and work on saving the marriage. But deep down inside, there's going to be something that's broken, and it's really difficult to fix. And that broken thing is trust. There's a saying that trust is like a fragile glass. When it's broken, even if you put the pieces back together, the glass is still broken. The number 3 and third reason why Jeannie Mai is moving on from Jeezy as she should is self-respect. I said it, self-respect. You cannot lose it for dear life, or people are going to walk all over you. It don't matter if it's a marriage. It don't matter if kids are involved. Your self-respect is all you truly have. It's your duty to yourself to ensure that nobody feel they have that much power over you. So much so that you are willing to betray yourself to be in a relationship with them. Therefore, my friends, Jeannie is moving on from Jeezy because she understands the value of self-love, self-respect, and self-worth. She has to love herself enough to recognize when it's time to say bye to a relationship that has run its course, and it's time to let go to protect one's self from mistreatment in the relationship. Let me break this down a little more. If a man wants to go, let him go. If a woman wants to go, let her go. As a matter of fact, open the door. The worst thing that you can do to yourself is beg that person to stay with you when that person has already made up their mind that you aren't enough for them. Begging them to stay is setting yourself up to be taken advantage of, to be used and exploited and then discarded once more by the same person. You have to be secure in yourself. Jeannie Mai has to be secure in herself as well. You have to have enough self-worth to believe and understand that this is not the only person you can be with. There are people out there who are going to receive you and love you just the way you are, okay? They say one man's meat is another man's poison. But I like to twist it around and say one man's poison is another man's meat. I know you get what I'm saying. There's always someone out there who will love you for you. So, Jeannie Mai is moving on from Jeezy as she should, because trying to hold on to this marriage means opening up herself to receiving second-class treatment from Jeezy. As a matter of fact, men lose respect for women who try to hang on to them when they tell them it's over. Do not do that to yourself, Jeannie. She's proved herself to be someone classier than that. She's sucking it up, she's dealing with it, she's coping with it. It's going to be tough, but she did say on her Instagram 2 days ago, when she broke her silence for the first time since the divorce was filed and became public, that she is disconnecting to heal. I'm proud of her for that, just as if she was a friend of mine. And if it were you and I knew that you were in that situation, a situation like this, I will be proud of you too for finding a silver lining in the dark clouds, that you could remember to love yourself, even love yourself enough to not allow a divorce to wreck you. I'd rather move on than try to force someone to love me or see my worth. I'm only going to open myself up to a higher level of disrespect, because what I'm communicating to that person is that I don't understand my own worth, and I am willing to do anything to keep them in my life. So on that note, again, it looks like Jeannie Mai is moving on from Jeezy as she should, and she's getting an enormous amount of support from loved ones and fans. Let's take a quick look at what people had to say after she appeared on the Sherri Show earlier today. Wishing Jeannie Mai much success and happiness. She had a great life before him. She will be okay after him. I love Jeannie. She's a strong woman. She will bounce back from this. Love Jeannie for being such a trooper. Jeannie's strength and resilience. Wow, she's amazing. I love her. I like Jeannie Mai. Sorry she got played by her ex, but her bounce back is incredible. Despite everything, guys, I pray that both Jeannie and Jeezy will heal from this. I'll check for your comments in the comment section below. Share the video, hit the thumbs up button, and feel free to subscribe. That's all for now. Be kind to yourself, be safe, and I hope to meet up with you again right here next time for another episode of True Lies Scandals.